Assalamualaikum, my name is Nur Shahira. So I will introduce about sexual harassment. Sexual harassment at the work refer to unwelcome and inappropriate behavior in a professional setting, negatively affecting victim well-being and productivity. It can manifest through the various forms such as offensive words, gesture, or physical acts, including unwanted, advanced, and explicit content. Importantly, sexual harassment doesn't discriminate based on the gender, impacting individually of the any gender. So the employers play the crucial role in the preventing and addressing the such behavior by the establishing rules and the process for the safe work environment. Statistics are like those from 2018 International Labour Organization study highlight the prevalence of the sexual harassment in Malaysia. 39% of the women reported encountering such an incident at the work, according to the study data from the Malaysian Human Rights Commission indicates that 30% of the sexual harassment complaint between the 2014 and 2018 involved the workplace. Numerous countries and organizations has specific laws and regulation addressing the sexual harassment, emphasizing the importance of reporting and incident promptly. So the employers are obligated to investigate and take the appropriate action to protect their employees, and creating awareness, providing the training, and fostering a culture of the respect are essential steps in preventing and addressing sexual harassment in the workplace. This report focused on the workplace behavior contributing to the high turnover and the proposed potential solution and recommended by HR department.
Alright, let us move to the cause of sexual harassment. First of all, behavior. Behaviors that define sexual harassment are miscellaneous and variously categorized, but are often presented on a continuum from requests for socialization or dates, personal insult and ridicule, leering, offensive comments, and non-verbal gesture. Non-physical sexual harassment such as teasing, jokes, remarks, and comments are most frequently reported by complainants and include verbal remarks about offensive language, comments of regarding nature, and display of offensive. To show up on the growth in the cyber sexual harassment, including the display of offensive and sexual explicit visual materials on computers and mobile phones. This form of harassment may occur both within the outside and immediate location of the workplace and beyond work hours, but in the complainant favor often involve tactical and obvious evidence. Secondly, organization theory. Proponents of this theory propose that one of the central concepts that helps to explain sexual harassment is power. This theory proposes that sexual harassment is result from the opportunity presented by power and authority relation with derive the hierarchical structure of organization. The structure and environment conditions found at the workplace provide opportunities, and harassment or implicit encouragement harassment on the basis of workplace norms, gender, and embedded power relation between men and women. Since work organizations are characterized by vertical stratification, individuals can use their power and position to extort sexual gratification from their subordinates, thus relating sexual harassment to aspect of structure of the workplace that provide a symmetrical relation between supervisors and subordinates. Therefore, This perspective emphasizes that structure of organizational hierarchy invests power of certain individuals over others and can lead to abuse. Lastly, social culture theory. Social culture theories examine the wider social and political content in which sexual harassment is created and occurs. According to this perspective, sexual harassment is a logical consequence of the gender inequality and sexism that already exists in society. This theory asserts that women's lesser status in the larger society is reflected at the workplace structures and culture. These social or cultural roles are played out at the workplace, and sexual harassment is the result. Therefore, sexual harassment is the way for men to express dominance, and hence they are more likely to be preparators. Whereas, due to intrinsic physical weakness and submissive behavior, females are the most possible victims. Thus, sexual harassment is one of the manifestations of a much larger partial system in which men and dominant group reflecting the larger society's differential distribution of power and status between the sexes. The perpetrators of sexual harassment have no regards for women as an equal human being. Therefore, molesting women is a parcel of man's idea of man.
There are a lot of possible effects that can be done towards a company when sexual harassment occurs. One of them is decreasing the employee's morale. A slope in morale can give a massive impact on one's psychological well-being. Sexual harassment can have profound effects on the mental and emotional well-being of employees who experienced it directly or witnessing it happening to others. Feelings of shame, embarrassment, guilt, or anxiety that can have a significant impact on the morale and overall satisfaction with one's work may be felt by the victims. In addition, witnessing harassment may result in a feeling of unease and discomfort among the rest of the workforce, which can contribute to an unfavorable working environment. Furthermore, erosion of trust can occur when morale is down. Trust and respect forms the basis of a workplace relationship. When sexual harassment occurs, it undermines this trust, leading to a breakdown in interpersonal relationships. Secondly, sexual harassment at workplace can lead to legal consequences. Legal actions against the company can result in costly lawsuits, settlements, and damage to the company's reputation. Legal proceedings can also be time-consuming and distract management from core business activities. Victims of sexual harassment may file lawsuits against the company, alleging hostile work environment, discrimination, or other violations of labor laws. The cost of these actions, which may include attorney's fees, court costs, and potential compensation for damages to the victims, can be substantial. Under a variety of federal, state, and local laws, companies must comply with the obligation to ensure that their workplaces are protected from violence and harassment. Legal disputes related to sexual harassment can attract media attention and public scrutiny, damaging the company's reputation and brand image. To summarize, sexual harassment in the workplace can pose significant risk to companies, including financial liabilities, reputational damage, and regulatory sanctions. And finally, sexual harassment can bring damage to the company's reputation. Instances of sexual harassment can tarnish the company's reputation both internally and externally. News of workplace harassment can spread quickly, which can cause damaging relationships with customers, partners, and investors. It can also make it difficult for the company to attract top talents in the future. News about workplace harassment can be disseminated rapidly via social media sites, newspapers, and word of mouth. The company's reputation may be damaged and it's tarnished, and reputational damage caused by a change in public perception. A company may be seen as dishonest or unreliable by customers, clients, and the general public, leading to a loss of businesses and profits. Shareholders and investors may be wary of supporting a company embroiled in sexual harassment scandals. A damaged reputation can lead to reduction in stock prices and investors' reluctance to provide funding for future projects and possible divestment of the firm. This may affect the company's liquidity and its future prospects for growth over a longer period.
My name is Nur Awati bint Abdul Latif. Today I will present solutions for sexual harassment among workers, which these solutions within the boundaries of safety and respect. Firstly, preventions. building a culture of respect and inclusion by implement comprehensive anti-discrimination and anti-harassment policies. Foster open communications and encourage reporting of inappropriate behavior. Lastly, bystander interventions, which is we can take the actions by encourage speaking up, reporting incidents, and providing support to victims. Also train employees on how to safely and effectively intervene when they witness sexual harassment. Secondly, reporting and response. Establishing clear reporting mechanisms by provide multiple accessible channels for reporting harassments, such as hotlines, online forms, or designated personnel. Other than that, guarantee confidentiality and anonymity for victims who choose to report. In reporting and response, also by taking appropriate disciplinary action. Hold the individual accountable for their actions through fair and consistent disciplinary measures. This may include warning, suspensions, terminations, or other sanctions as outlined in policies. Lastly, support and resources. Number 1, providing confidential support service by offer access to counselors, therapies, or employee assistance program called as EAPS for victims. Partner with external organizations that specialize in supporting victims of sexual harassment. Number 2, raising awareness and education by regularly communicate about anti-harassment policies and resources available to employees. Lastly, utilize internal communications channels, training sessions, and awareness campaigns. Do remember that creating a safe and respectful workplace is an ongoing process that requires commitment from all levels of the organizations. We can also help unfortunate victims by let's be part of solutions. Speak up, support each other, and build a workplace where everyone feels safe and respected. Also together, we can create a zero tolerance environment for sexual harassment. Make your voice heard, report incidents, and become an advocate for positive change.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Nur Fatihai and I will talk about the conclusion. Legal compliance is important, but it's just the beginning. True change requires cultural shift within organization. We need to foster an environment of respect, equality, and safety for all employees. Proactive measures like bystander, intervention training, and robust reporting system are essential. This empowers individuals to recognize and address inappropriate behavior, creating a collective responsibility for maintaining a safe work environment. By fostering openness, inclusivity, and zero tolerance for misconduct, organization can create safer workplace where harassment is not tolerated. This benefits everyone and contributes to a positive work culture. Addressing sexual harassment in the workplace isn't just about internal policy. It contributes to broader societal effort for equity and justice. By promoting respect and empowerment within our organizations, we contribute to a more inclusive society. Let's work together to create a workplace where everyone feels respect and empowered. It's up to all of us to make a difference. Together, we can build a future where harassment has no place in our workplace or our communities. Thank you for your attention. Let's continue this important conversation and take meaningful action to address sexual harassment in the workplace. Together, we can create positive change.